Welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll be looking at Thomas Cashman in the case of Olivia Petit-Korbel. We'll be taking a look at Thomas Cashman, his background and the type of person he was. I use the word was because we now know since the other day of his conviction what he now is. Thomas Cashman was 34 years of age. He was a drug dealer, and maybe not the top of the end high ranking drug dealer because that is unclear. But what we do know, he was higher than your average street dealer. According to even Thomas Cashman's own evidence in court, he earned up to £260,000 per year selling kilos of cannabis to just a few friends in the local area. He told the jury he was not a bad drug dealer and did not sell Class A drugs. Thomas Cashman had been chasing convicted drug dealer and burglar Joseph Nee, who barged inside his own house while trying to flee for his life. Merseyside police say they have no clear evidence of why Cashman wanted Nee out of the way, but in the end, the motive was not needed to prove Cashman had pulled the trigger. Exactly how high Thomas Cashman ranked in the criminal hierarchy is up for debate. Indeed, he was obviously willing to get his hands dirty, but there was no doubt he was operating at a high level. A key witness in the case, a woman who had a fling with Cashman, described his love of designer clothing. She told the police in her interviews, "I never see Tommy wearing Under Armour. He always looks smart, wearing smart clothing. He has like a like for Alexander McQueen. Do you know what I mean?" She also described how Cashman was a generous lad and would also buy food from the butchers to hand out during the COVID pandemics. But when she was questioned by John Cooper, KC, defending Cashman, who suggested her partner Paul Russell owed Cashman £25,000, wow, that's absolutely ridiculous. Tommy Cashman never dealt with stuff like that. He's way too popsy for that. You're making me laugh. Thomas Cashman even described himself as how he had access to at least 2 more properties in the area, flats in Hyneton and Runcorn, as well as the home he stayed in with Miss Sweeney and their 2 children in West Durham. Thomas Cashman was a career criminal who liked to be decked out in Mondier trainers and Alexander McQueen clothing. The lengths to what he would do to keep himself in that lifestyle would be revealed when he was convicted on one of the most atrocious crimes ever to happen in Merseyside. Many believed that Thomas Cashman was more of an enforcer or even a more out-and-out contract taker out than a simple man who just sold drugs. But we know Cashman was enjoying the trappings of a decent income despite him being unofficially unemployed. Cashman and his partner Kaylee Sweeney lived in a smart detached house in the Point Estate in West Derby. In perhaps a nod to Cashman's criminal connections, the pair did not actually own the £280,000 property. It was rented from its owner, gangland boss Christopher Gibney, who is on the run, accused of leading a £186 million cocaine and heroin conspiracy. Miss Sweeney herself drove a top-of-the-range Land Rover Discovery Sport and ran a local beauty salon, which later filed for liquidation shortly before Cashman was charged with the case. It can now be revealed that there is another man involved in this case. That man is Paul Russell, 41 years of age, who pleaded guilty to assisting an offender in October 2022 after disposing of the clothing worn by the gunman and driving him back to his van following the shooting. This could not be reported until now due to the ongoing proceedings against Thomas Cashman. Paul Russell of Snowbury Road will be sentenced at Liverpool Crown Court at a later date. He has been remanded in custody since he was charged with the offence in September. People who commit these crimes against children and go to prison aren't greeted very warmly at all. They're normally greeted by either hot boiling water, syrup mix thrown in their face, or hot chip pan oil. So we'll see what happens with Thomas. And I'm sure this won't be the last that we've heard of him in Inside. I hope you enjoy the video. My thoughts go out to Olivia Petit-Korbel's family, and may you rest in peace. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
I'm on shows your hands! Shows your hands! Get your hands behind your head!
My hands are in the air.
What's your leg, fella?
I've got nothing on me.
Put your hands behind your head.
Okay, there you go.
Stay where you are. Do exactly what you're told. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Nice one. Come here, put them in the small of your back. Don't worry about it. Just do exactly what
What's
you're
that?
told.
You've got a good stitch in me up here for whatever it is.
What's it for? For one. What have I done? What have I done?
Tell you now.
Go on.
Put your knees up to your chest. Put your knees up to your chest. Sit on your ass. Stand up.
What have I done? Go on.
You said you'll tell me. I'm not resisting. I ain't resisting one little bit. I just want to know what I've done. That's all. All I want to know is what I'm arrested for. Tell me what I'm arrested for. Okay.
You're under arrest on suspicion of murder and a suspicion of attempt murder twice. Alright, you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention my question. Something which you may later line in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Alright, you've been arrested for the prompt and effective realization of the offence.
Okay?
Okay?
Yeah,
You need to be interviewed
I haven't
about it.
committed no offence. I haven't committed no offence what you're talking about.
Alright.
Lift them up a little minute.
None whatsoever. Got nothing on me, just pull my pants down, you'll see there's nothing there, saves all the messing around.
John, what's happening is the other lad's getting dealt with, and then we'll get you up, okay? Just remind where you are.
You mad. These people. I ain't resisting.
As well?
I'm not resisting one little bit. I'm calm, but to you I don't seem a little bit too calm.
Right, yes, confirm subject 1, subject 1, question. Right, are we ready for number 2? Yeah. Okay, let's try.
Cheryl, how are you feeling?
Ecstatic.